Hi there, this is Susie here. Sorry I have been absent for the last 2 weeks. I have been away. Obviously I'm a sales rep and represent my own company, so I have been away for the last 2 weeks. It's good to be back, and coming home there is always something that needs doing, as we all know. Holiday or going away is nice, but getting back home is always heaps to do. So here in Victoria, it's that time of the year where we start thinking about planting garlic. And garlic, as you know, is one of those culinary that we all use mainly in cooking, and sometimes people take them as in tablet forms or capsules for good health. It's one of those culinary herbs that really keeps our body ticking away. A lot of them use it for their hair treatment, some use it for their skin treatment, some use it for their internal cleansing of the body and things like that. So I won't get into too much about what they are used for. All we know that they are really tasty or beautiful in the cookery, and that's where what I do is mainly use in all sorts of cooking. I actually never have to buy garlic, simply because every year I might plant up to 50 to 60, if not 100 cloves of each garlic. As you know, garlic comes in a form of as a big bulbous like this. We get it from our supermarkets or through our grocers, and really speaking, they never tell you which variety, what they're selling us, so you don't really know what you're eating, what you need to plant, what are their names and things like that. There are well over 1,000 different species or cultivars of garlic worldwide. Here in Australia, I would imagine there are about 100 different cultivars, and every year it increases because there are just new hybrids come up, new different variety comes up, and we just lose it. We just don't know what to plant, and they all look the same with their purple skin or white flesh and things like that. So it's really hard to know what to plant. For me, I don't really care what I plant. As long as I get garlic and it's a good flavor, it's a mild flavor or strong flavor, it doesn't matter. And then the only difference is obviously your temperature, your climate, your weather, when to plant, and how much heat do they like, how much rain do they not like, things like that. But here in Victoria, if it doesn't rain, you can actually put the hose and hose it down and keep your plants alive. And where it rains a lot, it might be difficult to grow, or you might rot it, or another variety that you may grow there. Here in my place, I have about two types that I plant. One normally is every year I just go to my grocers and see what they have got. This time I picked up 3 beautiful bulbs of Mexican giant, and this is what they are, and these are called hardneck. The only way you know it's a hardneck because it's got a very hard core in the middle where the stalk comes out, or the I suppose it's called the spade that comes out of here, and why it's a hardneck, because hardnecks don't really last for more than 4 months, so you really got to use them fairly quickly. And I like planting the hardneck sometimes because of the size of the garlic, and it's really quite huge. Each clove or segment of when you break your bulb, you get each segment or the clove, and this is how huge it is. And I love planting big garlic because it's easy to peel and it doesn't take forever peeling them. That's one of the reasons why I like the big variety. And here I have got a purple skin. You can call it purple. I believe this one is called either dynamic purple or Italian red or Monaro purple. I don't really know, because they all seems to have so-called purple skins on them, and or slightly. And these are called soft necks because the stalk is non-event really, not as high and hardy as this one. And this one is obviously full of flavor, and it's a better keeper. It keeps for well over 6 months. So, and the only time that that the garlic needs planting is when you get little sprouts like this. So it is about this time of the year when you see sprouts like these, that they need to go in the ground. So this is why March, April, right up to shortest day, I guess, you can keep on planting garlic. But March, April is perhaps the best time. Then you can start cultivating them, or cropping them in about September, October. Then your summer vegetable or the plot is ready for summer planting. So this is a good reason why you need to plant them quicker and get it over and done with by September. Then you can plant other things in your veggie patch. And when the garlic, you can use every part of the garlic. It flowers something like this. This is not actually a garlic flower. This is a leek flower, or leek, shallots, onions, spring onions. All these are the same family of allium. So it's the family of all these type of the allium family. And the garlic, it obviously will have little garlics in it, and you can actually use them in your cookery as well. You chop them up and make use of the little garlic that in the little flower stalk it comes out of. So don't hesitate using them, because it's better to use them than leaving them on the garlic plant, getting it dry and you haven't picked it up, because all you want is really to pick up the stalk, cut it at the bottom like here, chop it off and use this, because you really want all the goodness going into formation of the garlic rather than garlic growing here. A lot of energy gets wasted for it, the development of the flowers and the little garlic seeds that comes up here. So it's better to make use of every part of the garlic, and you can obviously grow a few cloves in a little pot. You could grow it on your kitchen windowsill, so you get fresh garlic leaves. When you're cooking, you can chop them up and use them. So don't hesitate to, when you buy a garlic, put a couple in a little pot and have it sitting next to your window, and make sure that you get a lot of sun, because garlic do love a lot of sun for growing season. And also here I have got my own garlic here. As you can see, this is the crop that I got from last year, and obviously I have been picking the biggest cloves out of all those, and I will be planting them because this is my best garlic, and it gives me a beautiful flavor. And as I said, it could be dynamic purple, it could be Italian purple, it could be standard purple stripes, it could be Rococombos, it could be anything, Creoles, turbans, but I normally don't plant the silver skin. That's the only way I can distinguish really from garlic from purple skin to silver, because the garlic itself just got silver skins on them, and I think it's really called silver skin. And here are the two different types of purple skin ones. Really speaking, Mexican giant is only because the grocer had it called Mexican giant. I picked it up, and whatever variety that is, I don't know. So choose wisely whatever suits your local area or local state, plant them. And from here, I think I have discussed everything what a garlic does like. It obviously likes a lot of sunshine. It also likes a lot of organic matter. Make sure that your garden is full of a lot of organic stuff, composited stuff, a lot of leaf matter. And it really likes that rich soil. It doesn't really need to be fed with any sort of fertilizer. I have never ever fed my garlic with any form of fertilizer, as long as it gets a lot of composited matter. And a lot of them plant their garlic and they put hay or pea straw, hay straw, whatever straws on the top to keep the moisture in. I certainly don't do it because I just find there is no need in my garden to have the moisture retention, and I just like to see it growing how it is. But a lot of them do. There's nothing wrong with them because obviously to sustain moisture in the soil, they obviously like to cover it up with straws, pea straws, and all this sort of stuff. Now I will be showing you how I plant this garlic for a good crop, and I will be picking them say about September, October. So let's go and find out in my garden, and let's show you how I do things. See you soon. Well, here I am in my vegetable patch here where I will be growing some of this garlic. Here's the American Giant. Now this is the side where the root side I call it, and this is the top side. This is where the new shoot will begin, and this is the root side. So this is how I'm going to plant them, and I have made a little holes as you can see here, and it's about 2 inches deep or 4 centimeters deep, and I have given at least up to 10 centimeters apart. That's how far I have chosen this particular area to plant them. So give the garlic a bit of room for growth, which is about 10 centimeters and about say 2 inches deep, and this is how I plant them. And this entire patch, as you can see, I have put mushroom compost in it. I have also used organic matter in it, and the soil is really so rich and good for the garlic. And all my garlic for next harvest season will be already here. I plant about 50 to about 100 cloves of the garlic, and I'm just looking forward to them growing, and hopefully I will make a video. Maybe give me another month or 2 and see how they are developing and how they are growing. Do grow them because I think it's very rewarding having your own little patch, and if you don't have a little patch, try in a container gardening or pot planting them, and you will have garlic every year, something to put it in your lovely meals and cookery. And I enjoy indoor gardening and outdoor, and this is the little bit of my outdoor gardening where I just love vegetable planting, getting my own produce from my little patch here. I just love it. So do try it, and I will see you later, and happy planting. Take care. Bye for now.